Morning everybody.
Morning.
Pat's busy doing her tablets. I'm going to put a picture up here. Tell me who it is. Tell me who it is. You know who it is? Yeah. And I finished that car, building that car. Put a little video of that on here. Take a look at that now. That's been a nice gift, that. Nice thing to have done. Taken some doing. The back lifts up to reveal the engine. You can't really see it in detail. Oh, there. Yeah. There's the remote for it. There you go.
Do you think it will go on grass?
This is the assembly to it. I think the doors are supposed to open, but I'm not sure about that. All the parts come like that. And then you just go through assembly process. Yeah. Yeah. That was nice. Nice little gift, that. Good old Trudy. Yeah. I enjoyed doing that, actually. Well, nice. A nice present. Had a interesting comment from a subscriber yesterday. Suggesting I did a rally. I said, what's a rally? And she told me what a rally was. Described this rally to me. Yeah.
I did once tell you that you were a bit autistic. Being with people in a situation like that would be for him.
But she might say, that subscriber might say, yeah, but he had an exhibition at Best Broad Pianos and he did a poetry recital.
Yeah.
So, what will be the difference? It's hard to explain, isn't it?
It is really.
It's almost like we're not real. This kitchen here is just a backdrop put there by YouTube. We're just fictitious characters on YouTube. Sort of senile, semi-incontinent couple who have sold up to live in a motorhome and travel around the UK in all weathers. Yeah.
concentrating, so you're not getting much out of me. Come on, you can't just sit there.
Well, yeah, it's called Life on the Run, and I'm definitely on the run. And Pretty Pat has the misfortune to love me, so she runs after me. And I have the fortune of loving her. Misfortune for Pat, but fortunate for me. I mean, I'm on the run from all the versions of myself. Never mind anything else. Yeah, I just can't see it. When I did that course, that pop-up marketing course in Donny, they used to say you'd be a great storyteller. And unfortunately, they suggested me doing certain things, and I was gonna get into various establishments in Leeds. But then lockdown came and it wasn't possible to do it. Sort of storytelling, poetry recital and showing me drawings. I don't know how on earth I'd do a workshop. I'm not that spontaneous. And won't you have to have a marquee as well? Hire a marquee. All seems a bit beyond me. Pat even thought about a location in Wainfleet.
I think.
Yeah, near a brewery. We once stayed on a site.
Well, we've stayed there a couple of times.
Yeah, we have, yeah. Last year we were there. No, this year. This year we were there, in Wainfleet. There were a rally going on at the time, actually, when we were there.
There was.
They have a rally field, and they have a field with hookups, and they have a rally field. I don't know, it all sounds beyond me, does organising something like that. I think to meet up with us, I think you'd have to creep up on us from behind. And surprise us. I think that's the only way I'm ever going to meet up with anybody. Are we a bit more energetic today, Pat?
A bit more energetic.
Than yesterday?
Oh yes, I think so.
A bit more...
Yeah.
I've more or less decided on where we're going to go
When we leave here.
next week, when we leave here. And it ain't far.
It's in a good area though, isn't it?
It's just in a really good... I'm going to book it for a week. It's in a great area. It's not far from here. We can get access to everything we need, and going to give it a try. See how we get on with it.
Oh, show them what I got yesterday from Lidl.
Oh, Pat's excited about containers. Pat loves containers.
Collapsible ones.
Collapsible containers from Lidl. She bought yesterday.
No more using ice cream tubs and alternatives.
She drives Tracy mad with her.
No, it was Tracy that pointed them out.
Oh, I thought...
She said, you wouldn't have bought them if I weren't with you. I said, no, I probably won't.
Well, we won't buy anything. Oh, I literally... Well, apart from Tracy and Alethea's Christmas box, and
David.
Tracy, David and Alethea's Christmas box. I haven't spent a penny on anything other than necessities since July when I had the van. I had to spend all that brass up the van. No, I haven't bought out. Spent any money on out since.
No.
So yeah, you probably won't. So, yeah, well, don't need to be a long video today. No stories.
No stories. We're planning on going out today if we can. We're going to go to Murgatroyd's for, well, sort of some point today. It doesn't have to be for lunch or it doesn't have to be for tea. It might be mid-afternoon.
Fish and chips?
Yeah, fish and chips at Murgatroyd's. And we're going to Murgatroyd's because Alethea's not keen on actual fish. She prefers to have either pizza or burger, and I think she's got a choice there, pasta.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. She says, yes, I do. From the darkness of the other room, where she's on her iPad.
I'm on a laptop.
Oh, you're on your laptop, right. And Ernie's in the middle bit, and I can hear him squeaking about, waiting for his breakfast. So we're just waiting for, I think it's Virgin, is it? To come next door.
Yeah.
At some point, and then we're going to go out with our son-in-law and granddaughter for lunch or afternoon tea or something. At some point.
Yeah.
But we just had egg, bacon and mushrooms, so that'll keep us going.
Oh, aye. I'm surprised you did that.
Well, I didn't know what time we'd be going out.
Because once
It
I've
might
had
be
a cooked
mid-afternoon.
breakfast, I don't usually eat until
I didn't
till
give
tea
you a lot.
time.
I didn't give you a lot. And you didn't eat all your toast because you said it were a bit soggy.
I made it.
I left him in charge of toast.
Yeah.
He's not very good at cooking or seeing to himself in kitchen. When did he tell you about when I were in hospital and he tried making himself kippers and eggs?
Well, you were in a long time.
I were in a long time. He thought he could cope on pizza and frozen chips, but he got sick of it.
I mean, I decided I was going to have poached egg with a boiling the bag kipper or something. And I tried poaching this egg.
In a poaching pan,
yeah,
with, you know, with 3 little and water at bottom.
Come out like
Snot.
snow.
She
Snow.
said.
And then this boiling the bag kipper thing, I boiled it in this bag, and I got something to lift the bag
bag.
out of the boiling water, and the bag had opened, and the fish just fell on the floor.
That's Trevor's attempt at cooking for himself.
I'll tell you, when she were in hospital, I mean, it was 8 weeks. If it hadn't have been for the hospital canteen, I'd have died of starvation. Because that's what I did in the end.
Once he discovered the canteen, that were it.
I
He were in heaven.
came every day. Well, I came every day to see Pat, but I had my tea at restaurant first. Yeah, I did every day. When I found it, I never realised it was there. But another weird thing happened. We had coal in them days. We had coal delivered. That used to be in Waddingham.
We had a coal fire.
Yeah, we did, and I mean the coal man had been coming absolutely years delivering coal. But when Pat were in hospital, I don't know, it might have been not the same day that the kipper thing happened, I don't know, but there was a knock on the door and this bloke stood at the door and I says, yes. And he says, coal. Sorry, I said. He says, coal man, I've just drop your coal off, and I never recognised. I did not recognise the coal man. It's been coming down years. I mean, it's amazing what happens to your brain, isn't it? When you get
consumed with something else.
yeah.
You were just in a zone where you went and did your tune-ins, come back and did yourself some lunch, and then once you found the canteen in the hospital, you did your tune-ins, came straight to hospital, had some tea in canteen, and then came down to see me.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
And it was like for 8 weeks. It was well after first, I think, couple of weeks you found canteen, didn't you?
Yeah.
It just he gets in a zone, and that's it. He can't get out of it.
It was weird.
It was strange, wasn't it, for you?
Because
I had been in hospital before and we'd been apart, but not very often we were.
No, I don't know whether it was when we were doing work for 1066.
Oh yeah,
and I was trying to keep
Yeah.
it going, and
yeah, because I did the French polishing. We'd taken on this job from another firm called 1066, and it were a big grand, and we'd done all the bottom of it, the case, hadn't we? And you'd repaired legs and done things, and my job was the French polishing, and I were on this grand lid which Trevor had to refill and put false grain in and
to fake a grain on it
to make it look right. And I were in the process of just doing the finishing off of French polishing, and I had to leave it because I was taken ill. And I'd said to Trevor, you'll finish it. Well, it kept coming, and I kept trying to explain how you do it, and he'd say, no, it's coming off, which, I mean, it did even with me sometimes.
I managed to body it up. Well, when I come to spiriting off, and I just couldn't
get the spiriting right on the pad, could you?
That mixture of linseed oil and
methylated spirits.
Yeah, there's a combination of spiriting off to get that eye shine, and it'd streak.
Yeah.
I couldn't get the streaks out.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
And you have to be so careful, because any bit of dust that's floating around in the atmosphere, if it lands on the polish, when you put your fad on, which is what you call this pad, it'd drag it inside the polish off. So there were sort of like combinations of things that could go wrong, weren't there?
Yeah.
And they did, didn't they?
And they did.
In the end, he had to ring him up and say, you'll have to come and get this, we can't do it.
I explained to them what had happened, that you'd gone into hospital. I mean, the rest of the thing were done.
Yeah, it was just that
lid. So they come and picked it up.
And they had their own polisher do it, didn't they?
Well, they didn't, did they? They had an old man who was, and he retired.
Oh, right.
And they couldn't get any, they tried themselves.
Yeah.
Because they used to do eye shines when they had the old man.
Yeah.
But after he left, they couldn't do it the same, so they had to change. They were only matte finishes.
Right.
They weren't eye shine finishes after the old guy retired. That's why they were sending them to us, because you could get an eye shine finish on them.
Yeah. But that was the end of my days of French polishing then.
Yeah, after you've been in hospital.
Yeah, you got rid of everything.
Yeah, that was
That's why I went, after a very long convalescence, I took up these little bits of cleaning jobs, but in the end they took over, didn't they?
Yeah.
Took over my life,
Everything
cleaning
does
for
that.
everybody. Yeah, everything takes over.
Yeah.
So,
the tail finishes up wagging the dog.
Yeah, so that's when we decided we'd move.
Yeah.
to a smaller place.
Yeah.
And it meant it were easier for me moving to Brig because I could just walk into Brig and do a bit of a shop, or go to doctors, he was just round the corner, go to dentist, that were at the other
We
side.
forgot, didn't we, when we bought
Yeah.
that static? Completely forgot about that.
Yeah, yeah. That's why it didn't work.
Yeah.
Because it was, I were isolated in this. Without Trevor, I couldn't go out on my own. Because I didn't drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stupid, really.
Yeah,
I mean,
well.
the reason I don't drive is because my coordination is not very good. I can't even ride a bike or roller skate. And even when I'm walking, I sometimes go off to one side.
I did try to.
Oh,
to
he
get-
did.
I did.
Riding a bike. He used to follow me on this little bike that I had.
Oh,
He said it's
scared
painful watching
get the
you.
life out of me. She sort of sat in a curious position on the
Yeah,
bike.
leaned with me bum up.
It were awful. When cars were coming other way, I kept thinking, oh, she's going to ride straight into a car here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I couldn't live with that. She fell off a bike when she was a kid and she never really got back on. And you never really were comfortable.
No, I ran into the bottom of where we used to live. There was a brick wall and it had these little panels on it that stuck out in brick. And I was riding one at, they used to call them Kellys. There were two boys and
She
I were
goes
on one of
into
this.
enormous detail about everything, don't she? Can't you just sum it
I
up?
come off, I went over handlebars and split my head open, and that was the end of my bike riding days.
It's going to go into detail about this family that lived
No,
opposite.
I want.
Anyway, look, we're going off again.
Yeah.
Oh.
Get going and that's it. We can't stop. Well, I can't. I'm off to see to Ernie.
Bye.
Bye.
This is a couple of drawings that you've never seen before that I've done for you to have a look at. Okay.